Bless up guys, Yannick Reed here and welcome to the channel. On this channel we like to talk about tech, creativity and lifestyle, focusing on photography and cinematography. So if that sounds interesting to you, just hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. As of today, it's about 10 days until I go on a month-long tour with Protege and Indignation for the Lost in Time tour. And this vlog will be just a compilation of highlights of those 10 days as we go towards a month-long tour. It's Sunday right now. I normally use Sunday to plan out my week. I use Sunday as just kind of like a low energy day, mostly just plan. I look at my calendar for the week. I try to have an idea of what I'm gonna do Monday straight through to Saturday. There's a time where I used to prefer just kind of leaving my calendar open, not that I completely fill it out, but I leave it open because I say, oh, I don't know how this day is gonna go or that day is gonna go, and maybe, you know, like it felt like I was locking myself into a tight schedule. But now I've changed the mentality around it. I more think that if you don't have a plan, then you will end up with pockets of time where you don't even really have an idea of what you want to do with it or the best use of the time. Like they say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So when I plan out a week, I plan it with the mentality that it's more of an idea than a strict schedule. You know, so if someone says, are you free on Wednesday? And maybe on Wednesday I had like errands and go do my hair or get gas, you know, or just something like that. I'm like, oh, you know, I could move these days to Thursday, or I could fit them into Thursday or Friday. And if I have a plan for Thursday and Friday, I have the ability to reorganize that plan and prioritize because I had a plan for the week. So sometimes you make a plan knowing that the plan will change, and when you have a plan A, that way you can make a plan B. But if you just have no plan, you'll just kind of be flying by, what do call it? By your tail, whatever they call it. So that's what I do on Sundays, and I'm gonna do that now. I have a shoot tomorrow, Monday. It's really doing a longtime family friend a favor. Don't normally do shoots of this nature, but this person has been a supporter of the family for a long time, and me. So I think the least that I can do is do this shoot. Packing this stuff in this Canon bag. I've been enjoying using this Canon bag for light outdoor shoots because sometimes it just feels less cumbersome than a backpack. You'll be carrying a backpack and you have to put it down, you have to pick it back up. This thing, since it's like flat, it's designed to be put down, and when I open it I can pull whatever I need right out. So a lot of times when I'm just going to a shoot, to do a shoot, which is what's happening tomorrow, I'll just bring this and I can just pull everything out of the bag as I need it. Monday. Today actually makes 10 days before I leave. I think today will be the day that I actually take down my suitcase, and I think I'm gonna slowly start to introduce packing. You see, if it was a shorter trip, like maybe a week or two, I could do this closer, but with a month I want to just start putting things in there now, just so I can feel more confident about the packing the closer I get to the leave date. Here at Hope Gardens for the shoot. It's really nothing major, so to be honest I don't think I'll include any footage. It's like a private favor. So yeah. As you can see, the grounds look lovely. It's really quiet. You know, it's pretty much kind of like an early Monday afternoon. So at these times, parks don't really have a lot of high traffic. But right now, this is actually reminding me of how peaceful Hope Gardens is, and that, you know, it would be good to come up here more often to just sit and enjoy nature. And that's exactly what I'm doing whilst I wait on my client. Okay, dope, I got a shoot done. It went by very smoothly despite little rain hiccup. The rain passed. We got through the shots really quickly. And I do believe before I head home, I'm gonna treat myself to some lunch. We got to Tuesday really quickly. I wanted to work from a cafe today, but I had something that needed to be picked up from me this morning, and now I have a meeting that's gonna end at like midday, and I don't want to be trying to get ready to go somewhere to start working at midday. That's just unproductive. So after my meeting, then I'll soak myself into some work. Right now I'm editing a project that I worked on. A fashion brand called Theophilia came to Jamaica and shot an editorial in Negril for their newest capsule. By the time I post this video and you're watching it, the video should have been out because it was needed for New York Fashion Week. Yeah, I've just been spending my time just editing this project. It's like a 15 to 20 minute little doc, and I've just been breaking up my days into working on it in like 2 to 3 hour increments, just putting stuff into it. I've been back and forthing drafts with them, and it's much easier to kind of fix a draft than start from scratch, so it's not too intensive. But admittedly, it doesn't make for the most creatively inspiring day, but it is more or less a kind of relaxing process. I used the red Komodo for this project, and I'm really happy with how the footage turned out. Honestly, every time I use the red, I won't lie, I love how the footage comes out. You know, this camera, what I'd say my favorite thing about the red first is the color and then the dynamic range, because with the richness of the color that I've been getting out of this, it just kind of inspires me to get more creative shots, and the dynamic range as well, knowing that when I frame something up, you know, it's less likely that something's gonna be blown out in the highlights, and I'm gonna retain more dark colors in the shadow. So yeah, let me know if I should actually do like a review of this, since a good amount of time has passed and I've shot maybe like 3 projects with it, but this is some awesome work if I do say so myself. I'm quite pleased to announce that my air fryer that I got recently, and you would have seen a video about it, it has changed my life. It has changed my life. I can completely recommend it. I eat so much less food on the road now because it's so easy to make food in there. I just come right home and cook. Or it's nothing for me to just buy something at the supermarket for a fraction of the price that it costs to buy food on the road and just throw it into the air fryer. This is how I like to unwind at the end of the day. I'll just eat dinner and I'll open my laptop and watch a show. Right now I'm watching Yellowstone, which is totally outside of my character because it's a yeehaw show. It's a western, but it's really good. So if you like cowboys, I'd recommend this show. If you don't like cowboys, it has a really great story. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Usually, the first thing that I pack is the most obvious thing, which is underwear. At the bare minimum, I try to have one pair of undies per day. So, but I don't have 30 pairs of underwear, so I'll probably work with 14 pairs, you know, just enough for 2 weeks, and then a wash. That should make some sense. It's Wednesday, August 31st, the last day of August. I made what I'd consider to be significant process with packing last night. Just started, put undergarments in there. And a lot of times starting is the hardest part, and then that just gets the gears turning. This one is for all of the Crocs lovers and haters. If I'm not making a fashion statement, which I'm not today. I'm gassed today. I tell you that I've been working on this little mini doc, and so the process of editing this, because you know the turnover is kind of tight. I have been working from different office spaces and cafes for like the last week and a half. I still have my space over at co-work, but I've talked about flow states on this vlog before. Like there's different things for different people that kind of trigger your flow state and kind of just get your mind going. And for me, I noticed one of them is novelty. So, you know, just knowing that I'm going somewhere different, it just puts me in a more creative mind space. It just opens my mind up, and it's been really productive, this strategy, as of late. I get so much work done, it's crazy. So I also just get amped knowing that, you know, I'm just gonna go and get some work done. Also, when I work from my home office, which is very comfortable, but that's also the disadvantage with it sometimes. I am just so tempted all the time to just go and take a little nap. You know, you're just like, oh, it's just a little nap. You spend so much of the day resting and sleeping and taking it easy, where when you leave home and work, there's just no option to go nap or anything. So my mind just doesn't even go to that place of let me take a nap. So, and I love that. Today we're at the Jamaica Pegasus. It's a hotel in New Kingston, and they have a cafe in there that's 24 hours called 24/7 Cafe. And I like in there, you know, like over there has a vibe. I don't like when a place is too quiet or too boring. So then I feel bored doing my work. At 24/7 Cafe, I get the joy of people watching and seeing other people doing their work, and that just puts me into a vibe to do my work. But the parking lot today is quite full, so I hope in there is not full and it's just that them have a function or something. So this is very out of the ordinary, but I just wanted to try it. Pegasus has a buffet lunch. It's 3,300 and something. I'll put the price here. But yeah, I don't often see affordable buffets existing in Jamaica, much less Kingston. So I said, alright, cool, I'll just try it today. This is a vegetarian red peas soup. The buffet was good. I'd say it's affordable, you know, knowing that you can do all you can eat for such a low price. I'd recommend it, but I did kind of rush through it because yeah, I just want to get back to work. So maybe on a different day, maybe I'll just more lounge. Thursday, and I forgot that this has been in my bag since yesterday. I'm at home today. Yesterday was pretty productive. As I had mentioned, I sent off a new version to my client, got great positive feedback. So now I'm just kind of waiting, doing other things whilst I wait on their feedback. It's actually like 1 o'clock in the day right now. I woke up and just got bombarded by messages, visits, stuff. I even got a batch of new shirt prints and design for my brand, Vericulture. Since the vlog is an intimate group, I'll show you how one of these shirts is looking. I've worn this shirt in the vlog before, but this is just a new print, updated red. It's a little bit more vibrant. It's looking good. Refreshed shirt material. Habibi and I will be reviewing these shirts shortly, and hopefully we'll be bringing 2 new designs to market for maybe some of you guys to purchase. There's Habibi. He's going to review shirts now and give his feedback. So the joke is, I had guessed that set of groceries for like 6,500 Jamaican dollars. I was so wrong. It was like 9,100 and something. I was so wrong. So I was just buying a week worth of groceries just because the house has been a little bit empty, and I've been justifying that to just buy expensive food on the road just because, oh, I'm leaving soon. It's like, no. When I went to the Pegasus, I spent like just under 7,000 just in that one day. So I got a week of food for $2,000 more, and I'm gonna eat that shit. Today is Friday, and I haven't packed much since the last time I put clothes in there, but today for real, we're adding clothes. Okay, so now that I've had a little breakfast, I think I'll actually get to resuming unpacking. Philosophy with regarding to packing I'd like to share is that, going on tour, even though, you get the wonderful opportunity to travel and see different places and experience different things, it's still work. I usually like to prioritize function overform. And where that comes in is that a tip I got early tour days when I just started touring is that, you know, it's better to kind of wear black. And I guess that's personal, that's up to you. But the thought around it is that you may not always have time to plan fits or your fits even work out because you're going to so many different places. Weather changes, so many different varieties. The schedule may be dependent on how much time you have in one city before you have to go to the next. Black or just having a very limited palette of clothing means that it's easier for you to assemble your outfits. As well as, you know, you're going away for a month, you may not have a month worth of clothes. I usually try to have about maybe like 14 days worth of clothes, and then you would visit a laundromat and then you wash your clothes. So when you go to a laundromat and, you know, you have packed mostly light colors, it's easy for you to wash your clothes on the road without damaging them too much. As well as black shows the least amount of stains and stuff like that. So even if it's an emergency case where you may not need to get to a laundromat, but maybe you need to wash one shirt quickly, black is usually very easy for you to do that. And most of my wardrobe is black anyway, and yeah, I usually just pack mostly black for those reasons. I feel good, I feel nice. That's a decent little pack. I'd consider myself like more than halfway packed, you know what I mean? If I had to zip this bag up and head out, I would be okay, which is great. Some things I want to mention that I'm bringing is my Bluetooth speaker. This will be a hotel tour, so this is a speaker that I've had for some years right now. I should replace it. It is blown, but I just love it because it's just been so many places with me, and I just have a little attachment to it. It's all busted up. I carry it with me on cycling. It's a great product. I would literally, this is discontinued, so I would buy the model that they made that's equivalent to this, despite how small it is. Really loud sound, and I never thought I would care about this little dangling thing, but it actually comes in very handy. The next thing is my toiletries kit, this DOP kit. It looks very big and very saggy, but when zipped out, it becomes this 3-layer kind of thing. And what I like is, you know, if I'm in a bathroom or something, I just hook this up and I know all the stuff that I just need to get ready or groom myself are in this pack. Yeah, chill Saturday so far. We are down to 5 days until we leave out on the tour. Sometimes I like to just quietly just sit and just kind of do some organizing. As somebody who has ADHD, it's almost like a computer with low RAM. You know, I think I'm a high functioning person with ADHD, but it's just I can't hold a lot of things in my mind for a long time. So I have to do mental offloading. I depend heavily now on my calendar and my to-do list, knowing that I'm still waiting on my primary client to give me feedback. I'm gonna use this time to kind of more organize, and this is also the philosophy that I guess I kind of have when I know I'm going on a long tour. I don't really try to schedule a lot of work within the last 7 days because I just want my mind to be in that state of resting as well as preparing to go on tour. I like to think about even stuff that I have to do when I get back, because sometimes when I come back I'm in such a daze and I'm so out of sorts. Planning, like, or even just putting a little bit of to-dos in my to-do list of, hey, you may need this from the grocery store, or hey, you may need to be paying this bill. It's like self-care for the future. When I come back, I kind of can relax knowing that I have already set a little bit of stuff in place from that time to now. Sunday, brand new day, shoot day, last client before going on tour, and I think today should be good. Today should be good. that shoot went smooth. Booked the perfect amount of time, went smoothly. All the shots just came out amazingly. The lighting came out really well. Jazz was really happy with the shots. I'm really happy with the shots. I love the backgrounds and textures that Lindsay got for me. Everything really came together well. Some setups took a little bit of finessing for me to get right, but it didn't feel bad. It felt great to know how to keep tweaking to get something more stronger, you know, like, okay, let's just move this here and stuff here. I see where all of the practice and experience of, you know, doing film and understanding film lighting, how that has helped inform even what I do in photos. So yeah, that was an awesome experience, and I am very excited to edit the images. Monday, 3 days left until this tour. 3 days is when we're in like a critical zone. 3 to 1 is just critical zone. In this period of time, it's really a lot about the small things, just a lot of the little things that don't really stay top of mind, but it takes a lot of focus to really get to. Like a small thing is like, I need to buy an extra deodorant. Another small thing is I need to make sure I pack a nail clip because I'll be away for so long. And that's why in this 3-day category, pardon my language, I am usually the one to fuck off from everybody. And what I mean from that is that I tell everybody, you know, clients, friends, family, that as it approaches like these final days, my communication will drop drastically. I am very inflexible because I'm deep in here trying to make sure that everything is going to be in order. Tuesday. Last night was crazy. Was so crazy.
Ready?
Yeah, didn't expect so much people. A lot of people turned out for the New Wave event, and it's a little work that I did on it yesterday because I wasn't really involved so much in the planning. My input was a little less than usual for this one because of just the time I needed to focus, but I was kind of just helping closer to the time. And after I saw a certain number of pre-solds, I knew we were in a good place. But I didn't expect to cark out that venue like how it did last night. That was crazy. But now we are 2 days before leaving. Even more critical, I think I can actually wrap up packing today. Wednesday, last day before leaving out tomorrow morning. This is really just the last playoffs. I still have some packing to do. I was hoping to wrap my packing last night, but I was just so tired after that meeting. My brain, just all of me just shut down. But what it is that I feel really good. I do feel like most of my packing is done. I feel like a lot of the stuff is in order. So I feel like today is an ambitious day, which I really didn't want it to be, but that's how it is. I just got client feedback for that same docu project that I've been working on for this whole time, and they gave feedback today and they're trying to get something before Friday. But the responsible thing that I did is that I warned them that from today onwards I can't make any promises, but I'm gonna see what I can do for them today. But I think the first thing that I want to do is start my day with some packing, because today is also the Apple event and I'm extremely excited for that and I won't be missing it. I think I can comfortably say I'm packed. Honestly, really the stuff that I can't put in there now. It's like, I'm just gonna make sure that everything's charged. Just charge everything that can be charged, put in there. And then, I have that last night of just charging my phone and my iPad. Gonna be working on my laptop today. But essentially, it's really those three things to just go in the bag. Laptop and tablet. And I guess more like I'll just kind of organize more of my gear. But yeah, I'd say in record time, really, I can consider myself packed. If I had to say, yo, you have to leave out in an hour, I'd be good to go. I don't have a lot of stuff in my actual backpack because I really try to not put too much weight on my backpack. So a lot of my gear is actually on my carry-on, and then when I reach the States, I will kind of move what I need to put into my backpack. But just one thing I learned is that you have to be really careful with your back, and I won't be shooting anything whilst traveling. So if I can take that weight off my back and put in there and still have ample space for everything else, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, so we're actively on tour right now over here in Boston, and yeah, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you made it to the end of this vlog, comment a globe, because you are the realest one ever. But you don't know, the next thing you're going to be seeing is tour vlogs, so you don't know. Continue to bless up yourself.